If you are watching this video today, there's a very high chance that by the end of it, you will never look at Egypt the same way again. Because Egypt is not just a country, it is not just history, it is not just pyramids standing in the desert. Egypt is a question that humanity still hasn't fully answered. And to understand what Egypt truly is today, we must travel back thousands of years to a time when the world was still learning how to breathe. As the visuals open with the golden desert at sunrise, the Nile River slowly appears on screen, cutting through the sand like a living vein. This river is where everything begins. Long before skyscrapers, before empires, before modern nations, this river gave birth to one of the most powerful civilizations humanity has ever known. Around 3100 BCE, when much of the world was still living in scattered tribes, Egypt was already organized, ruled, engineered, and thinking beyond survival. You're seeing on screen the ancient lands where the first Egyptian dynasties rose, uniting Upper and Lower Egypt under one crown, one belief, and one destiny. Now, the pyramids appear, massive, silent, timeless. Built more than 4,500 years ago, these structures were already ancient when Rome was young. As the camera moves closer to the Great Pyramid of Giza, understand this: when it was built, it was the tallest man-made structure on Earth for nearly 4,000 years. No cranes, no modern machines, just human hands, mathematics, and a level of organization that even today feels impossible. And these were not built as monuments to power alone. They were stairways to eternity. The pharaoh was not just a king, he was a god on earth. Life, death, and the afterlife were all connected in a single, carefully designed system. As ancient temple reliefs appear on screen, you see hieroglyphs carved into stone, telling stories without words as we know them. Egypt believed time was not a straight line, but a cycle. Death was not an end, it was a continuation. That belief shaped everything: their architecture, their laws, their science. Yes, science. As clips of ancient medical papyrus scrolls appear, Egypt practiced surgery, dentistry, and medicine thousands of years before modern hospitals. They mapped the stars. They created a 365-day calendar. They understood geometry so well that modern engineers still debate how their precision was achieved. But no civilization, no matter how powerful, escapes change. As centuries passed, Egypt faced invasions: Persians, Greeks, Romans. And now on screen, Alexander the Great enters Egypt, welcomed not as a conqueror, but as a liberator. After him came the Ptolemies, and then one of the most iconic figures in human history, Cleopatra. But Cleopatra was not just a beauty from legend. She was highly educated, multilingual, and politically brilliant. Yet even her intelligence could not stop the tides of history. Rome absorbed Egypt, and the land that once ruled the world became a prize for empires. As the visuals fade into early Islamic Cairo, a new chapter begins. In the 7th century, Islam arrives in Egypt, and with it a transformation that reshapes culture, language, and identity. Egypt becomes a center of learning once again. Al-Azhar University, which you see on screen now, becomes one of the oldest universities in the world, still operating over 1,000 years later. Scholars, philosophers, and scientists pass through Cairo, making it one of the most important cities on Earth during the medieval era. Then comes the Ottoman period, followed by European influence. The modern world starts pressing against ancient soil. The Suez Canal opens in 1869, and suddenly Egypt is no longer just a nation, it's a global artery. Control of Egypt means control of trade between East and West. Empires once again fight over this land, not for gods or glory, but for power and economics. As black and white footage rolls in, modern Egypt begins to take shape. Independence, revolution, leaders rise and fall. Gamal Abdel Nasser appears on screen, symbolizing Arab nationalism and resistance to Western control. The Aswan High Dam is built, taming the Nile for modern needs, generating electricity, but also changing the ancient rhythms of the land forever. Egypt is stepping into the modern age, but carrying thousands of years of history on its shoulders. Now the visuals shift to present-day Cairo. Over 20 million people, traffic flooding the streets, minarets standing beside concrete towers. This is Egypt now, loud, crowded, alive, and struggling. Ancient wonders exist alongside economic challenges. Tourism fuels the economy, yet political instability and population pressure test the nation every day. And still, Egyptians endure, because resilience is written into their DNA. As drone footage shows the new administrative capital rising from the desert, Egypt is trying to reinvent itself. New cities, new infrastructure, new ambitions. Yet, just a short drive away, the pyramids still stand, untouched by time, watching silently as another chapter unfolds. The past is never gone here. It lives beside the present. And now, as the music slows and the camera returns to the Great Pyramid one last time, here is the fact that should shake you. The Great Pyramid of Giza is aligned to true north with an accuracy so precise that modern GPS technology barely improves upon it. Not only that, its four sides are almost perfectly equal, and its placement aligns with Earth's cardinal points better than most modern buildings. Some researchers believe it even encodes measurements of Earth itself, its circumference, its shape, all hidden in stone thousands of years ago. So the real question is not what Egypt was. The real question is, how much did they know, and how much have we forgotten? Because Egypt was never just then. Egypt is still now.